Saturday night's main event starts with a match that was not a match. You had the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes going in there against Jacob Fatu, and before they can ring the bell, Jacob Fatu starts attacking Cody Rhodes, and just a big melee between the two breakout. Okay. We never actually got a match. And they're just beating the heck out of each other in the ring, out of the ring. Security comes down, all these officials come down. And at one point, I mean, this sucker went on for a while, right? And I never thought about that, but I'm like, every once in a great while, the WWE does do this. It's rare, but it does happen. They do this where it's like, okay, you know what? Who do we have lose? Who do we have go over? You know what? How about this? Neither. We'll just have them go at it. So we can't, since we're not gonna have a match, we'll just have it go as long as a match, right? We'll still have them beat the crap out of each other and do some pretty damn cool stuff where people are still gonna be entertained because in reality, it was still somewhat entertaining. Even though it wasn't an actual match, it still was entertaining. They went backstage, they went, they're going all around the arena, beating each other up. And at one point, it kind of almost looked like they teamed up to fight against security. All the officials that were out there, that was something to watch. I'm sure there's people that thought it was stupid and dumb and lame, and that's fine. Because to a certain degree, I thought it kind of was. But nonetheless, at least at the moment, it was entertaining. Now it stood in the back of my mind where it's like, okay, so we're not gonna get a winner or loser tonight. They're not gonna clean this up and say, hey, both of you guys to the ring. Okay, now let's start the match. It dawned on me pretty darn fast that we are not gonna have a match, that we are just going to have these guys just beat each other up. And that's that. Now, the rumors have it that there's a triple threat match at WrestleMania, which is still pretty far along. I get it. We're kicking off the road to WrestleMania this weekend. And word is that it's going to be Jacob versus Cody versus Drew McIntyre, right? We'll leave that down the line. But I had predicted that whomever wins this match, we will see Drew McIntyre get himself involved. Since we didn't have an actual match, and like I said, yes, to a certain degree, I was entertained. I wasn't sitting there thinking like this is the dumbest, boringest thing ever. Like, no, I was still somewhat entertained, especially when they start beating up all the officials. I mean, hopefully those guys got some money. Hopefully those guys got some money. At one point, they take it to the stands, and who shows up? Of course, Drew McIntyre. After both of these guys are all beat up, they both go through a table, and Drew McIntyre, he's the last one standing. Oh, yeah, man, right? So I'm like, okay, this can lead to that triple threat match. It's just pretty far down the line, like I'm saying. I mean, it's you're gonna have to keep them occupied doing something till WrestleMania if that's the way you're going. But nonetheless, I thought it was all right. I didn't really have much of an issue with it. So be it. Um, we also had AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This match right here is for all the fans of New Japan and the guys that were big fans of these guys before they came to the WWE. Because here at the WWE, they didn't really have that much of a rivalry. Sure, they faced each other, but all that was built in other promotions between these two. This rivalry, when they both came to the WWE, people really wanted to see these guys continue their rivalry, right? And it just didn't go over as well as it was with other promotions. So, since this is AJ Styles' final year, and we'll see how long that year really is, since he's having a career-ending match with Gunther at the Royal Rumble, we'll see if, you know, how long is it really going to be the entire year? Um, I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine. It was There was no storyline to it other than, hey, we've been rivals for many years all over the world. Let's go ahead and do it one last time. And even though I wasn't that excited for this match, I've never been a Shinsuke Nakamura fan. I just didn't really understand the hype to him. I still think he's okay. I still think he's an all right wrestler. I just don't understand the hype. I really enjoyed this match. I really did. I was like, man, you know what? These guys are bringing it. It was fun to watch. It was fun to watch. I really enjoyed it. And for a split second there, I was thinking, huh, is Nakamura going to win? For a split second there. Now, Styles comes off with the victory. They show incredible respect to one another, right? Bumping the fist, both standing up, holding each other's hand up high, like, hey, you know what? This is it. This is the end of what we've been doing for so many years between AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. It was cool to see. It was cool to see. Nakamura left the ring. And when Nakamura left the ring, I was sitting there saying, okay, this is where it's going to happen. This is where it's going to happen. Gunther's going to come into the ring behind Styles and start choking him out. Never happened. It never happened. And I was okay with it. I was okay with it. Cool. They just want to have this moment of appreciation that, hey, this is Styles' last year, and this is his last match with one of his greatest rivals throughout his wrestling career. Styles gets the victory. Cool, no problem. As Styles moves on to face Gunther. Then we got the women's tag team championship on the line with Rio versus the Judgment Day, being Roxanne Perez and Liv Morgan. As much as I really didn't care about this match, is as much as I was entertained by this match. I was definitely entertained with this match. These ladies went out there and put on a damn good show. Now you had Raquel Rodriguez out there, and one of the one of the cool things to see was that Stephanie Vaquer, La Primera, she comes out, she starts getting physical with Raquel Rodriguez. They start going at it. They go into the audience. They start doing their thing, right? Focusing back on the match. And look, all these ladies can bring it, some more than others. Look, I'm sorry, Io Sky, in-ring performer, I think she's probably the best. Now, she's not my favorite, but I am a fan of hers. But in-ring performers, I think she's probably one of the best. And Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, they come out with the victory. Rio gets, I'm sorry. Um, now I'm calling them Rio, right? Who knows? Heck, maybe their tag team alliance maybe is growing on me. I don't know. I'm over here calling them Rio now by their actual name. But Rhea Ripley gets the pin, the 1, 2, 3 on Liv Morgan. So we shall see what happens with Liv and Roxanne Perez. I was thinking that, listen, It looks like the Judgment Day might start splitting up and going their own way if this brings some friction between them. And Finn Balor, he looks like he's already starting to separate himself from it. Yeah, this could be the beginning of the end for the Judgment Day for that faction, which in reality, again, I think it's lost a lot of its luster. I do. I think it's lost a lot of its steam. So let's see what happens with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, or Rio, as they're calling themselves. Good match. Good match. And we get down to the Fatal Four Way to see who's going to face Drew McIntyre at the Rumble. I was expecting an incredible match, and maybe my expectations were a little too high. This was a good match, don't get me wrong, and I was entertained. Now, the only thing is, I was thinking to myself, who should win this match? I did think Sami Zayn was going to win it. I did not believe Trick Williams was even going to come close to win this thing. As far as Randy Orton, to me, it wouldn't have made any sense. I was thinking maybe Damian Priest or Sami Zayn. I thought Sami Zayn probably made the most sense. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Sami Zayn keeps on pushing this. I need to win the title just once, just once, just once. It's almost kind of It's almost kind of reminding me of Cody Rhodes doing the I need to finish the story. I need to finish the story. I need to become champ and finish the story. What happens once he does it? I mean, we see it with Cody Rhodes. There's like, okay, guy, you finished that story a few years back. So what? Is he really gonna become champ at the Royal Rumble? I doubt it. Or maybe it is possible. Look, there's rumors out there that they do screw over Drew McIntyre and they do not give him a long run, right? And I can see that to a certain degree after what Drew McIntyre did to AJ Styles. I'm sorry, to AJ, to Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu. I can see that happening. However, you're going to have Sami Zayn as champ going into WrestleMania against whom? But nonetheless, when it comes to this match, good match. Seemed like maybe Damian Priest was going to get the victory. But I don't have an issue with Sami Zayn winning. That's fine. Good for him. It does make the storyline, to me at least, more interesting to see where they go because they continually keep pushing. Sami Zayn needs to be champ. I just don't see him becoming champ. At least not yet. But who knows? Maybe they put the title on him. Maybe they do. So now I'm more intrigued now than I was before. Because I'm just thinking to myself, they're not going to put the title on him. Not yet. I do believe, and I've been saying it for a while, I do believe he becomes champion. I do believe that. I just don't think it happens just yet, but we're going to find out. Nonetheless, Saturday night's main event, overall, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I had a fun time watching it. Good times.